Hello YouTube. I'm here to go over some collectible PS3 games which I have identified as being somewhat rare and probably collectible down the line. You've probably seen a lot of other videos online recently coming out which have been done by Michael Young or Collector Fanatic, sort of detailing the perceivably rare PS3 games that exist out there. I mean, it's so hard to actually predict what's going to become rare on the PlayStation 3, but like those YouTube videos, I figured I would come up with my own video as well because you know, like others, I tend to have my own take on what's rare and what's not. So I'll just do a small selection, a small sample here. Also, what you want to take notice of is the artwork here. This is Time and Eternity by NAS, and I'm not going to waste your time with why these games are collectible. Or rare, I should say, because you can go to game stores and find most NIS games. Why I like this one is the artwork. Like I said, if you just look at this, it's somewhat pornographic, but really it's pretty colorful and it's pretty great. And a lot of these JRPGs, it's kind of strange. They actually involve time travel. I haven't had a chance to play a lot of these yet, but you'll see the multiple languages on the back there. Why this is cool is because, another reason this is cool is because the manuals that these come with are really thick and just pretty great. And this one's black and white, but I mean, this is collecting. This is gaming, right? This is, you're in it for the complete set of every game that you get. So Time and Eternity, definitely look out for this game. If you see it at your local game shop or online, go ahead and pick it up. I got this at GameStop for, as I discarded the receipt here, what, $13, I think. So not the greatest of sales, but definitely worth picking up. Another one is Drakengard 3, and this is, I mean, again, what are we talking about here, right? But super late gen PlayStation 3 release, and it was only available, I think, at first on their website, but now you can find it pretty much anywhere. I did find this at GameStop, and it's good to pick up. Drakengard, part of the, as far as I know, is part of the Nier series, Nier, and this is, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure a lot of people know more than I do, but a possible ending or alternate sequel maybe to Nier. So definitely worth looking out for if you played Nier or are a fan of Nier, or are looking for the upcoming sequel. And correct me if I'm wrong, there's a lot of mean people on YouTube. Feel free to chime in here and say, hey, you don't know what the hell you're talking about, and that's totally fine. But what I do know is that this is fun to collect and neat to have in your collection. Notice also the region coding here. It says all, when typically you'll have this coded, one as North America, and differently for other regions. So that's something. So there's these two games so far that I've showed you. Keep a lookout for those. Next up, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Super common game. Why am I showing you this? Is this rare? Is this collectible? Well, let me tell you. If you're in the US and you try to pick up Grand Theft Auto San Andreas for the PS3, the only version that I at least have been able to find is the Greatest Hits Red Label version. And that's not ideal. And you know what? That's not okay, actually, either. So I did some research. First, I saw San Andreas for the PS3, and I was like, oh yeah, everyone has that game. Then I thought to myself, wait a minute, that was a PS2 game. What is it even doing on PS3, first of all? I remember it coming out for Xbox 360, but I don't remember this happening. And what I looked up what happened, it came out kind of silently on the PS3, without much announcement, because at that point it had been so long since the game had originally come out. And this version, the Black Label, the non-Greatest Hits version, is only available in Europe. So if you want to have the actual edition of this game, not Greatest Hits, you have to get the Europe version. I'm just going to keep saying Europe version. I know that's not the best, but the non-American version. oh, I'm actually playing this game right now. It's in my PS3, but yeah, complete. Comes with that giant poster, if you guys remember from back in the day. So I would say keep a lookout for this one at your local game shop, as people tend to do, but the problem with saying that is that you're not going to find it at your local game shop, not like this. So if you're in, PAL region, look at your local game shop. Otherwise, though, go online and get this game. And why this is great to collect is because most people have a lot of Rockstar games, have a lot of Grand Theft Auto games. And if you call yourself a collector, or a completionist, as I tend to do, you're going to want to look out for this. So pick it up. Next up, Africa. If you're a collector whatsoever, you're aware of this game. I was able to snag this online for about $40 on eBay. Have not come across it in the wild yet. Something to note when you're buying it online is to look for, obviously, the region. This is the rare version, the one that's the most valuable. And this should be orange, right? If this is black and white, then you are looking at the wrong version. So this is a complete copy of Africa. Proud to have it in my collection. It's one of the top 5 games that's inarguably the worth having as a rare sort of game. And I do actually remember when this came out, thinking, interesting. Like that game looks fun, looks unique. Let's not say fun. It looks unique. And then I believe I remember seeing it in stores, and then all of a sudden it was just gone due to the rarity and the lack of selling. So not ideal that it left stores so quickly, right? But stunning safari experience. My wife actually made fun of me for this one, picking this one up. I would note that the National Geographic games are few and far between. If you see other ones, and leave it in the comments below if you know which other games I'm talking about. But there are a handful of National Geographic games that I think if you ever saw any of them, go ahead and pick them up because they're unique, first of all, and pretty rare as well. They probably will become rare as time goes on. Africa, PS3. Next up, Killzone Trilogy. Again, this is a PAL release, and you're probably wondering why is he showing Killzone? This is not a rare game whatsoever. But as a collector, I like to have the complete versions of different games. This particular edition is a little bit beat up. You'll notice some definite wear on the outer box here. Why did I pick this up? Well, available in America, we had the Killzone collection or Killzone Trilogy, which came in one box and had all 3 games. But Killzone 1 was on disc, but never had a case. This version, the PAL version, actually does. So the only way that you can actually get Killzone HD, and this is the rare part of this collection, is to buy this edition. And to find this, let me tell you, is really, really difficult. And definitely, I think, will be considered rare for all the Killzone collectors out there. Altogether, I think there's a pretty strong handful of games available in the Killzone universe, which one could collect, right? You have the Hellgast edition, but this Classics HD, definitely worth looking out for. If you can pick this up, this is the only way, much like San Andreas, that you can get this particular game in a complete package on disc. This is the only way to do it. You cannot buy this in America, and there's a lot of games like that, but these are unique, San Andreas and Killzone, because these games came out in America, yet for some reason, the only way that you can get the complete editions is to get the PAL version. So, manual's not anything to really write home about. The disc, typical, but you do have some artwork in the background there. And of course, I had this game for PS2 as well, from back in the day, but it's just nice to definitely have the actual complete physical copy for the PS3, because that's what we're doing here. We're collecting games. Each one of them, you'll notice, has the not sold separately icon or logo there, which is cool, right? I mean, that's super awesome. Almost like it's a promo display or something. But yeah, they all come in the box. This one came in okay condition. Some of the boxes are in kind of rough shape, to be honest. But I know my narration is a little shaky and my editing might not be the best. This is one of my first videos, but I just definitely wanted to start my collection by showing you these I'm going to say 5 games, but really it's the handful of games that you see here. Definitely look out for them. They're all unique in their own ways, and I'll definitely be sure to follow up with more rare PS3 game videos. Thanks for watching.